What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Derrick Casey coming to you live from snowy Dallas, Texas. That's right, man. We got a lot of snow out there. It's crazy. I've been down here 6 years, haven't seen snow like since I've been back home in New York, man. If none of y'all know, man, I grew up 40 minutes south of Buffalo. So if there's anyone that knows about snow, I'm one of those people. But nonetheless, man, I wanted to come on here and talk with you guys today and go over some things that I feel that is very important. You know, we in some rough times right now with this pandemic. We got millions of people still without jobs, just fighting to survive from day to day. And I want to give you guys some tips, some things that I feel that can help you start to overcome some of those challenges and put you in the right position to come out of this pandemic on top. All right. So I hope that you guys pay attention. So we're going to let Facebook do its thing while we got people coming on board, man. I'm about to just go ahead and play. This is actually a beat that I've been working on. So why not jam to it for a little bit? Give it a few minutes. All right. So here we go. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Go ahead and tag your people, anybody, man. I like right now, the people that you love need to be on this video, guys, because I'm telling you, somebody in your life right now needs a financial breakthrough. And that's what we're about to provide to you today. We're going to give you the tools and the resources that's going to help you be able to overcome some of these challenges that we see everyone dealing with. Because I can guarantee you this much. Not everyone is losing during this pandemic. And I'm going to show you the reason why, all right? Cool. All right, so let me go ahead and send out my invites. Yeah, I just had to put that on, start it off right. We're going to go ahead and send out some invites and get some people on. I know it's Monday, some people working, whatever the case. All right, hold up real quick. All right, cool. Sending this out. And if you're coming on, let me know where you're chiming in from. I would like to engage with you guys, give you a shout out since you're taking time out your busy schedule to be on this video with us today. All right. So what we're going to be talking about, I've got some comments coming in. Miss Aja, what's going on? Grand Rising. Good morning. Good afternoon. Wherever you are at, where you located. That's right. North Carolina. I remember. So yeah, it's about 12:30 there. So nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for being here. My name is Derrick once again from Dallas, Texas, and I'm going to be sharing some information with you guys. What we're going to be talking about today, so I can kind of lay down kind of set the stage for you guys per se. All right, so what we're going to talk about is you guys are going to discover the real benefits of having a home-based business while working a 9 to 5, okay? Because there's so many people right now that's working a 9 to 5 that kind of shy away from home-based businesses. And we're going to go over some of those also because they shy away because they have objections, right? So we're going to talk about overcoming some of the objections that you may have with starting a home-based business while working 9 to 5. So I'm going to help you guys overcome some of those things. These are some of the common objections that I get from people that I speak with. And then once we actually sit down and we sift all of that out, then they have a better understanding. And that's what I'm hoping that you get from this video by the time it ends, okay? And then I'm going to talk to you guys about an opportunity that is recession-proof and relevant during this pandemic, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about. These are some of the things we're going to talk about. So let's dive into it, okay? So let's talk about the real benefits of having a home-based business while working a 9 to 5. Now, I'm going to share a little story from my end, from my experience, because I feel that, stories sell. Like if I can be transparent with you guys and share something that I've been through that kind of led me to talking about what I'm speaking about today, you'll have a better understanding, right? So I've been in this industry of network marketing, online marketing for about 6 years. What really drove me to it was just like everybody else. I've always worked a 9 to 5, so I've always provided for my family. But what I always found was that we fell short financially, like all the time. And it was like when we got ready to get paid, if you know what I'm talking about, right? When you get ready to get your paycheck, you can't even get excited about the fruits of your labor, right? Because before your paycheck even comes on payday, you're already calculating in your mind what's going to be coming out of that paycheck and how much you're going to have left until your next paycheck, right? I mean, how many of you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Drop a one if you know what I'm talking about. So that was something that was just very frustrating. And for us, for my life, I like to call it we window shopped in life, all right? And I think a lot of people do this, and I'm gonna break this analogy down for you, right? So when you window shop, think about being in the mall, right? And you always have those stores that you go into, you feel comfortable, you're gonna spend money, so you go in there and you shop till you drop, right? But then you always have those expensive stores, right? The Gucci stores, the Michael Kors, that just may be out of your budget, okay? But you never have the courage to walk in them stores just to look at things or whatever the case. So where do we look at it? We look at it through the glass, right? So we see it. Oh man, that belt looks so nice. Oh, that shirt for $200, that's awesome. But you know that you're not in a position to go in that store and purchase anything, so you won't waste your time going in there, right? So that's the same thing. If we flip that over into our everyday life, guys, a lot of us have been window shopping in life for so many years, because everything that you've wanted in life has been through the glass, right? So right now you're living in your current position, right? In your current lifestyle right now, but everything that you want is right on the other side of that glass. You want to get that bigger house for you and your family, right? You want to be able to take more trips. You want to be able to get that car that you always dreamed of, right? You want to be able to do more things. But right now, in your current situation, it has you thinking that you're not worthy of those things. So you look at it through the glass. You look at it through the glass and you say, man, it would be nice to have that house, right? Man, that car looks really nice. Or, oh, man, you see those trips on TV and you're like, oh, it'd be nice to go on those trips, right? So that was kind of my life. I'm being real with you guys. It was some nights that me and my wife would just, after the kids would go to bed, we would sit there and our time together would be pulling out our laptops and we would just get on Zillow.com or Realtor.com and we would just look at homes and dream. We would look at homes and dream. And we would go in and we'd be clicking on the pictures and I would find a house and my wife would find a house and she'd be like, oh my God, this would be nice. And we would just looking at it and we would just be out of our current lifestyle. It would just take us away for a minute just so we could dream a little bit and just feel that sense of hope. But then reality set back in once we closed down them laptops and we looked around and we were nowhere near close to achieving any of those things, right? So that's what really started to drive me into like, I need to do more, because I know that at my job, at my 9 to 5, I am limited to what I can do. I can only make what the company pays me. I can only work the hours that the company lets me work. So I am limited. I can't go to my boss and say, hey man, my wife, she's tired of living in this apartment. She over here hoping that we win the lottery. I like at some point I need to make some more money so I can help, get the things that she always deserved and dreamed of, right? I can't go to my boss. None of us can walk in there. We'll get laughed out of the building, right? Your boss gonna laugh at you, be like, oh, sorry to hear that. Go back to work, right? That's what they'll tell you. So that's what really pushed me into the online world and starting to learn more about it. It was because I started seeing more and more people. Who, that was coming around. And I saw people that was working less hours than me, making more money. Let me say that again. I saw people working less hours than me, making more money. I'm working more hours and making less money. I want you guys to understand that concept. How many of you guys would like to work less hours, make more money, right? Put that in the comments. Less hours, more money. Less hours, more money. See, the thing is, it's not about the amount of money that you make, right? But it's how you make it, okay? And I had broke this down in another one of my videos. Is like, I gave an example of somebody making $15 an hour, right? $15 an hour. They work an 8-hour day. So when they work an 8-hour day, guys, guess what? They make $120 a day. That's $600 a week, $2,400 a month before taxes. Okay. So for $120 a day, I got to work, you know what I'm saying? I'm just imagining you got to work 8 hours just to make $120 a day. Now, when you start a home-based business, you got to look at the numbers, right? Look at the numbers. So I was looking at, I just so happened to be looking at like our comp plan here, the opportunity I'm going to share with you guys in a little bit, right? And I was looking at just the membership alone. Somebody come on, get the membership. The company pays us $40. So when I look at that and I do the math, it would only take me 3 people a day to hit $120. So here's the crazy thing about it. What if I get up in the morning, I get started with my day, I start going out, putting my information out, and I make a few phone calls, and I get 3 people in 4 hours, right? I get 3 people in 4 hours that I made my $120, but guess what? I just increased my hourly rate from what I would have made at my job. Because think about it. If I make $15 an hour, it takes me 8 hours to make 120. But in my business, I work 4 hours and I made that same $120. Guess what? I just doubled my hourly rate. I went from $15 an hour to $30 an hour because that's what I made in that 4-hour time span. Okay. That's the luxury that you have when you start a home-based business. When you start a home-based business and you really understand the numbers, all I'm telling you guys is take a look at what it would take for you to match the income from your job. To match it. What do you got to do? How many hours do you got to put in on a daily basis, right? It's for you to match what you make at your job, not just one time, but consistently across the board. Like every single week, you can hit that on a consistent basis. Because when you start to hit that, guess what it's going to drive you to do? You're going to want more because you're going to start to see the true value. You like, look, I made this in just a few hours. You know what? I want to go for more, right? That's what's going to drive you because there's no limit to how much you can make in your home-based business because you control and own your income, guys. You have that luxury because we're in a results-based industry. So the work that you put in is the money that you're going to get out. And that's what I love about it. But see, at a job, all I know is I'm going to clock in at 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock, I'm clocking out. That's it, right? So you got to start looking at it. Now, when I talk about the real benefits of having a home-based business, see, when I was in this industry for 6 years, nobody talked to me about this. Nobody shared this with me. Because the whole time I worked the job, I had a home-based business, but there was some little underlying things that nobody ever told me about. See, I've been on the wrong side of money for so many years. You have been on the wrong side of money because we've been missing out on these principles. We've been missing out on these strategies that the wealthy been using. See, we've been hearing all the time that the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. And we never asked the question on why is this happening? We never asked the question, why is this happening? Is it because they're smarter than us? No. You know, some of them may have a silver spoon in their mouth or whatever the case, but it's because they were exposed to the strategies that put them in that position. And for so long, we've been blinded from those same strategies. So what do I mean by that? Well, when you start a home-based business, guys, let me just say this. For all my W-2 employees, my 9-to-5 workers, I still work a 9-to-5, so I can actually talk to you about this. Did you know that you are the highest taxed? You are the highest taxed. Anytime you go to work and you clock in and you get your check and you look at your check, you got a gross amount and then you see all these minuses that come down and then you have the net. And your net look pretty gross after all the minuses, right? And in your mind, when you get your check, the one thing that pops up in your mind, right, is damn, all these taxes. And you probably had the question on how can I stop overpaying in taxes? How can I stop? How many of you guys have ever wondered that? How can I stop overpaying in taxes, right? Well, here's the secret, guys. The tax system was never designed for W-2 employees. I need y'all to put that down for me. The tax system was never designed for W-2 employees, okay? It was never designed for that. The tax system was designed for business owners. So if you know that, right, if you know that, that little piece right there can save you a lot of money. Okay? That little piece right there. The tax system was never designed for W-2 employees. It was designed for business owners. Okay? So that means that if you want to stop overpaying in taxes and giving your money away freely to the government, you need to start a business. You need to start a business. Hands down. Because now that puts you in a different position now to be able to do more things, right? Keep more of your money and leverage that money to make more money, guys. I'm giving you guys the game right now. And if you want to go Google search it, for all my researchers out there, go Google search it. Go to irs.gov. You'll see it on there. And preferably, why a home-based business? Well, I mean, right now, let's think about the time that we're in. We social distancing. We got COVID running all around the world, right? People want to be safe, okay? So nobody's really thinking about trying to start a brick and mortar business. On top of that, a lot of people don't have the capital to start a brick and mortar business, have to go through the legalities and hire and get a building and do all of these things. So why not utilize the place that you stay at right now? You already pay rent or a mortgage and start a home-based business. It just makes all the sense in the world. Your kids are going to school virtually for most of you, right? Most companies are letting their employees work from home virtually. So why not start a home-based business and get in? Listen, guys, home-based businesses are like franchising without all the franchising fees and the headaches and everything that come in place with franchising. Just think about trying to franchise a McDonald's, right? You need probably $100,000 or more just to get that started. How many of you guys got $100,000 just hanging out in the bank? Nobody. I mean, let's be honest, right? How many of you guys are in position to go to a bank and even get a loan? Not many people. But when in the home-based business in the home-based business space, you get a chance to choose what you want to be a part of. You find a company that makes sense, that has a product or a service that you can stand behind, and then you invest into it, and then you go out here and you share it with other people. Okay, that's simply what this is. Okay, so let me talk about some things, and let me go back because I got some comments up in here. Let me make sure I'm showing some love. Oh, we got people in here. We got Miss Vicky. What's up, Vicky? Tuning in from ATL. I'll just say stop window shopping through life. Amen. Amen. We got Coach from New Orleans. What's up? You say, look, income shifting is real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Asha's talking about, she say, been there and experienced that. I mean, everything that I'm talking about, it's not something that, I'm just making up. This is just real life. Look, less hours, more money. Who doesn't want to do that, right? Who doesn't want to do that? You know, we got my man Lefty in the building, Chesapeake, all the way from the 757. Thank you so much for tuning in. And I should just put it in there, right? The tax system was never designed for W-2 employees, but for business owners. And once you start to understand that, guys, it is going to change your life, okay? So what I want to jump to now, guys, is overcoming objections that you may have about starting a home-based business. Because I hear it all the time. I talk to people on a daily basis. I do these videos. They be on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. I mean, I'm all over the place. Get people to hit me up. And some of the objections that I come across, right, is the investment piece. A lot of people are afraid to invest, okay? Then we got people that feel like they don't want to sell. They don't want to sell anything, right? Okay? That's another objection. Some people feel like they just don't have time to start a home-based business, right? So these are three. There's many others that come across, but I want to get three of the main ones that I come across all the time, okay? So we're going to overcome some of these objections, okay? Now, when it comes to investing into a home-based business, guys, let me just tell you this much. The money that it takes for you to invest into a home-based business, you waste on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, okay? So when you are convinced that you don't have the money to invest, All you have to do is tweak and make the adjustments that's needed to have the money to do it. I'm going to give you a case in point. I work at my spot, right? I know some of my coworkers that spend about $10 to $12 a day on lunch alone. Okay. So let's just say 10 on average. If they do that 5 days a week, that's $50 a week that they spend it on just lunch. We equate that to 4 weeks, guys, that's $200 a month on lunch. Okay. They're not getting a return on their investment from lunch. Okay. So if I know that, and I know that I'm spending a lot of money, well, you know what? I may try to curb some of those days to save some of that money to put it into something that's going to give me a return on investment. Okay. That's going to give me a return on investment. Right now, guys, you are worried about losing money through investing, but think about how much money you are losing right now by not investing. Okay. Let me say that one more time so that way y'all can understand where I'm coming from. A lot of you guys are worried about losing in money from investing, but not realizing how much money you're losing by not investing. Okay. Because think about this. If you've been on the same track for the last 6 to 10 years and you haven't invested and you've been doing the same thing, you clearly can see that what you are doing is not working. So if you know that it's not working, why not take a chance on something different to give yourself a chance to see some different results? If you spent the last 6 to 10 years of your life doing the same thing and you haven't elevated from the space that you're in, the place that you're at, guys, you got to do something different. You got to do something different. And this is what I love about this industry. Now, am I saying that it's easy? No, it's not easy. Okay. But you got to get in and you got to learn and you got to put in the work. See, starting a home-based business, a lot of people want to come in and they want to make all this money right away and just hop in. It is a learning curve. Okay. Because you didn't just go to your job, right? You didn't just go to your job, walk up in there, go to an interview. They hired you. And when they gave you your start date, you didn't just walk up into your job and say, all right, I'm here, throw me on the phones. You didn't walk into that factory and say, all right, cool, my first day, put me on the machines, right? You had to go through what? You had to go through training. You had to learn about everything, the operations, how things went, right? Then when you got out on the floor, you had to shadow somebody that knew how to do it already. They've been doing the job. So you had to take that time to actually go in and learn those skills before they trusted you enough to get on that machine or answer them phones or hop on that cash register or whatever the case, right? So it's the same thing in your business, guys. You got to come in here and you got to learn. You got to train. You got to understand the industry. You got to understand how to connect with people. You got to learn all of these things. Then you need to shadow somebody that already has the success that you're looking for. Follow the blueprint because they're showing you exactly what they did to get to that level. And then once you figure it out and it makes sense, now that's when things turn around. See, a lot of people don't take their business serious because they have these expectations. See, people come in here want to do the bare minimums, expecting maximum results. So let me say that one more time for my people in the back. People want to come in here thinking that they want to do the bare minimums, expecting maximum results. And it just don't happen. It just don't happen that way. Rome wasn't built in a day, neither will your business. Okay, so that's one of the objections is the investment. Now, people say, oh, I don't want to sell. I don't like selling to people. Well, little do you know, you sell to people every single day of your life. Have you ever referred anybody to a restaurant or a movie or, to a mechanic or to a tattoo artist or anything, or maybe you had a maid come in and clean your house and somebody needed that and you referred them to them? Have you ever referred somebody to a service or a product that you purchase? If you did that, you are selling. The only difference is that you're not getting paid. Why do I say that? Because if you referred them to a product or service that you spent your money on, right, then you are the one that's putting in the work that's sending those people to those companies to get those products or services. But meanwhile, you didn't even get a thank you card or anything from them companies, right? You ain't get nothing. I mean, think about the last time you went and purchased a car. When you got ready to leave, what did the salesperson say to you? Here it is, the old famous saying. If you know anyone who needs to purchase a vehicle, send them our way. Make sure they mention your name, because if they buy a vehicle, we will pay you $100. Now, in your mind, that $100 sounds really amazing, right? So anybody that say they need a vehicle, you out there, you on social media, oh man, you got to go see my man Leo over at so-and-so car lot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case, make sure you mention my name, right? So you get your $100. That's exactly what people are doing, right? So when you try to say that you are not selling, you don't like selling, then that means that you need to stop referring people to all these other companies and places that you found deals and restaurants you ate at and movies that you went to see. And that means that you got to stop doing all of that. So when you are saying that, it's the same thing here, guys. The same thing. In this industry, when you start a home-based business, guys, it's like a referral program on steroids, because you are your first customer. You shouldn't invest into a company with a product or service that you ain't going to use for yourself, because everything that I've invested into, I personally use and have seen results, which drives me to go out and refer other people, just like you would in the real world. When was the last time you referred people to a restaurant that you never ate at? I'll wait. I'm telling you, I'm on fire right now. I'm on fire right now. When was the last time you referred somebody to a restaurant that you never ate at? Exactly my point. It has never happened. Okay? But when you went and ate at that restaurant and it was good food, the environment was really awesome, the customer service was great, how excited were you to go out and tell other people about that restaurant? So the same thing in this industry. When you find a product or service that you are excited about and you use it and you get results, guess what you're doing? You're not selling, you are doing what? You're sharing it with other people. You're sharing it with other people just like you would in the real world. So that whole objection over you don't like selling, I just killed that whole objection right now. And it's some of you that right now that's watching this video that's going to hop off of this video. I'm trying to listen to that. And then in the next couple of days, I'll go to your page and you'll be on your page talking about something else unconsciously, right? Selling for a company that's not even going to pay you. Look at this. I got a can of Bang right now, drinking this. How simple this is. If I pull up this can and I sip this can, I say, "Ooh, I love these Bangs." Somebody gonna see it. Oh, what's that? What's that Bang? Right? I'm just trying to listen. I'm trying to break it down. Like I said, I appreciate y'all hanging out, because I wanted to take a little bit longer so I could really break this down so you guys understand what is going on, man. The benefits of it. Okay. So now here we go. That's two objections that we talked about. So we just talked about the investment piece. Guys, you got to make some adjustments in your budget to be able to stop spending money on things that you truly don't need. Turn that money into something that's going to make you more money, okay? Then we got the objection of not selling. Guys, you're referring people to all different companies, products, and services on a daily basis. Whether you join the network marketing, online space, or whatever, you're doing that for these companies for free. So if you're going to do it anyways, why not get paid for it? That's my thought process. It's common sense, okay? Now, number three is I don't have time to start a home-based business. Well, yes, you do. Because just like you still, like, think about it. You work a job, you have kids, you do all of these different things, right? You're busy right now, but that doesn't stop you from referring somebody to a restaurant that you and your family ate at. That doesn't stop you from talking to people about where you got your car fixed or where you bought your car. That doesn't stop you from saying where you went and got your hair done, right? Social media gives you a platform, guys, that makes it so much easier now. I've been able to meet so many people around the world from the comfort of my own home. If I get something and I'm super fired up about it, I post it on my page and I say, man, I can't believe that my credit score went up. Man, I use these services. Guess what? Somebody out there is struggling with their credit that's going to hit me up and say, Derrick, what you got? I'm going to share it with them. Simple as that. That's how easy it really is. But you guys overthink it and you're like, well, what am I supposed to say to somebody? Well, what do you say to somebody when you ate at that restaurant and it was so good and you want to tell people? You don't think about what to say. You just tell people about it, right? I mean, it's not hard, guys. We got to get out of our own mindset and we got to look at it for what it really is. Okay, we got to look at it for what it really is. But like I said, the whole "you don't have time," that's not true, because you always referring people through your busy schedule to all kind of stuff. You found the deal, you went and bought school clothes for the kids, you found the deal, you posted on your page, oh, my parents, Old Navy got a deal, bam, you just did the same thing that we do in the home-based business, in the network marketing, online marketing industry. How easy is that? How easy is that? Guys, some of you guys unconsciously just be selling. Look, I got some glass, some spray right here. If I was talking and I just came on and I took a picture, I took a picture like this, right? Cheese. And somebody seen this and I said, this is one of my favorite smells in the house. That's all I said. I love this smell. Somebody gonna come on and say, what's that? I'm gonna say, oh, this is the Glade right here. Glade spray. Man, clean linen, man, it smell good. I didn't have to sell to nobody. I just told them this was my favorite thing to use in my home. That's gonna pique somebody's interest. They gonna want to know about it. If I got, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just whatever it is, guys. That's how easy this really is. Right? So, anyways, those are the 3 objections that I wanted to talk about. Okay, I wanted to highlight y'all about that. Any questions? Anything I can answer before I move forward? Because we're about to talk about an opportunity that is recession-proof and relevant during this pandemic. Okay, and I'm gonna fly through this, because I'm gonna spend some more time. I'm gonna come back and I'm actually gonna do a presentation for you guys where I can actually break it all down for you in more detail. But I'm really gonna fly through these things just so I can give you a piece of what you can do for yourself during this pandemic. All right. Anybody got any questions before I move forward? What's up? What's going on, everybody? I appreciate y'all being on here. Okay, cool. I don't see no questions popping up, so I'm about to move forward. So let's talk about this opportunity. So I've been doing this for 2 years, guys. Okay, 2 years in March 17th will be my 2 years. Okay, 2 years ago, I was going through it financially. I mean, my car got repoed. I mean, I had so many things that was happening 2 years ago. Somebody, well, I ain't gonna say somebody, but my dear friend, my brother, Toby Price, came to me and he shared an opportunity with me. Now, I've been in this industry for a while. I didn't think I wanted to get into anything, but here's what I saw. I was on my phone just like everybody else, right? I was on my phone scrolling through social media. And what I saw was different people posting pictures and things about results they were getting from this company. Talk about the credit scores are going up. Oh, they saved this much on taxes and put this much money back in their check. Oh, I eliminated debt. Oh, I mean, they were talking about it all. And I kept seeing it pop up on my page. It was just popping up. And I'm like, okay, is God talking to me? Because I know I was in a position. I was like, I don't know. Maybe it's a message. Let me see what this is about. Saw that my buddy Toby Price was in there. I reached out to him. I said, hey, man, you know, we had did other business together. I trusted him. So I was like, hey, man, I just want to get on board and see what this is about. This is what I loved about him. He said, hey, man, we got a call tonight. We're doing a live presentation. I want you to get on there and I want you to see what it really is, not what you think it is. That's exactly what he told me. And I said, okay, cool. What time is the presentation? He said, he gave me the time. I hopped up on that presentation that night and the rest was history. I got started. Okay. I got started. When I got started, guys, when I talk about the real benefits of having a home-based business, and the reason why this excited me was the fact that for the last 6 years, nobody ever broke this down to me. So the whole time that I worked the job, guys, I had a business, but I was still overpaying in taxes. Did you guys know that just by simply starting a home-based business, you can put an additional $300 to $600 back into your check by your very next paycheck just by getting started? What the tax law states is that when you start a home-based business, as long as you have the intent to make money, there's no levels to money or whatever the case. They say if you have the intent, that means opening your mouth and speaking about your business, sharing it with people, you can save money in taxes. On top of that, you can now turn your expenses into deductions. What are those expenses? Guess what? I am in my room talking with you guys for my business. Guess what? This is a tax write-off. When I go out to eat now, tax write-off. Man, when I get with my business partners, it's so funny now because now we understand this. We be fighting over who's going to pay for the tab now because we know it's a tax. We need them tax write-offs, right? It's so crazy when just a little thing, a home-based business could change everything in your way. You can even hire your children from the age of 7 to 17 and pay them through your business and write off up to $12,000 a year. Why is that important? Because now when you keep more of your money up front, you can use that for your business. Okay? Think about that. Without recruiting anybody, just getting started, you can put that money back in your check and use that in your business. Take the money that you've been overpaying to the government, say, hey, give me my money back, right? And take that money and flip it into a business so you can make more money. You've been overpaying that to the government anyways. Why not get it back and use it for something else? Here's my thought process in that, guys. All that money that you paying to the government, you will never benefit from anyways. Oh, you don't think so? You think so? Let me break it down. The last time, go out there right now when you have trouble financially and go and try to get help from any of those programs in a rough time. Watch what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you that you make too much money. You know why? Because they're going to look at the gross income that you don't get, and they're going to say it's going to push you over a threshold so you can't take advantage of a program that your tax dollars pay for. So when you know that, give me my money, let me use it for something else that I could benefit from, okay? So that's something that's there. But that right there in itself, guys, helped me to get an additional $450 back in my check just by starting a home-based business. It's crazy. It's crazy. Listen, by not starting a home-based business, you literally can take $20 out of your wallet, crumple it up, throw it out the window every single day. That's how much money you're losing by not having a home-based business. That's right, $20 a day. That's $600 a month that you are throwing away because you don't have a home-based business. I'm just putting y'all on to the game because I want you guys to understand, because somebody put me on to the game. And when I learned it, I said, man, I'm the wrong person to get this information to, because I'm about to tell and share this with everybody. Because I know there was people out there like me working a job, not knowing like where to turn right and left, looking like got questions and no answers. I say, you know what? I'm taking this information and I'm running with it. I'm gonna share this with everybody. So let me show y'all something, man. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. Like I said, I'm gonna go through these just real quick. I'm gonna share my screen.
Introducing the Financial Edge membership.
Hold up, let me turn that off. Let me turn that off. It's already jumping. Okay, so let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. I hope this is all making sense to y'all. Hope this is all making sense. All right, cool. So we got everything right here. So let me show y'all something, man. So this company is called Mwr Financial, right? Make wealth real, because that's what they really do. And when I say that this is an opportunity that is recession-proof and relevant for the time that we're going through with this pandemic, that's exactly what I mean. Because there's so many great companies out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm from health and wellness to Forex and crypto. I mean, you just got to find and get in where you fit in. But the reason why I feel like this makes sense is because every category that we talk about, everyone is dealing with these areas, which means you have more of an opportunity to help people and be able to make more money by simply helping expose people to this information. It just makes all the sense in the world. Okay. So with Mwr Financial, we are a full financial solutions company that offers everything you need to succeed like a financial expert without having to become one. So that means that Mr. Brian House, Mr. Endamo Tosin, I shout out to them for their vision in casting this and putting this together, right? Because when they did that, the reason why a lot of people right now are struggling is because they don't go seek help. And one of the biggest reasons why people don't go seek professional help when it comes to their financial situation is because it's too expensive. It is too expensive. When you got to go out here and spend $150 an hour just to speak to someone, well, a lot of people just don't have that in their budget. But with this program, guys, Mr. Brian House put something together to where he took that off the table, and he even the playing fields for hardworking people like you and me to have access to strategies and experts who are going to implement those strategies in our lives to help us. They're going to do the work. They're going to take the financial burden, put on those boxing gloves, and they're going to get out there and fight for you. So let me show you exactly what I mean by that, guys. So when we take a look into this, guys, we got 4 pillars to this membership. And we got Money Max, Credit Max, Equity Max, and Wealth Max. All right. So like I said, I'm going to just fly through these quickly because I want you guys to understand how crazy this is. So with Money Max, that's the first step. That's the first step. This is our tax reduction strategies. Let me just read this quickly. Taxes are the biggest expense for most Americans. By following the strategies outlined in the Money Max member access area, our Money Max experts will help you to stop overpaying in taxes. I mean, if you guys are ready to stop overpaying in taxes, put that in the comments. Stop overpaying in taxes, right? That's what it is. And they're going to help you to recoup any past overpayments and provide you with everything you need to pay even less in taxes, right? So, guys, we have the experts that are actually going to do it. Let me show you how easy it is. There's 2 things that you're going to have to do when you get this membership, guys. The hardest work, okay? I just want you guys to get ready. All you either have to do is upload or input, okay? Put that in the comments. Upload or input. So let me show you how that works. You want to save on your taxes? We have enrolled agents with the IRS that is going to help you guys to stop overpaying the taxes. All you have to do is upload your last 2 pay stubs and your most recent tax return. And when you get it over to them, not only will they adjust your W-4, but they're going to fill it out, because in that way you don't have any chance of making any mistakes. How awesome is that? That you don't have to, because now if you look at the W-4 today versus the W-4 from a couple of years ago, it's different. Because before you used to have to put in, letters and put a 1 here for this. Now you actually got to sit down and you got to do math and you got to put numbers in the right place, or you can put yourself in a worse position. Well, we got enrolled agents with the IRS that takes that burden off of your hands, guys, and being able to put an additional $300 to $600 or more back into your regular paycheck from your job by your next paycheck. If you can use that money, put $300 to $600. Say, give me my money. That's what we are helping you do, guys. That is the first step. That's without recruiting anybody or talking to anybody. You getting your hard-earned money back from the government, okay? So let's talk about it. Let's jump down. Let's talk about credit, right? Credit Max. Credit is our credit restoration strategies, right? So I get excited when I talk about these because I know where I was at 2 years ago. And I'm going to show you guys, like I said, I'm all about being transparent, man. I'm almost in the 700 club, super excited because it has changed my life and put me in a better position. I'm getting offers in the mail now due to this program right here, guys. Me and my wife have been so excited, right? So with Credit Max, you're going to be able to, your credit scores affect almost every area of your financial life, including interest rates, down payments, insurance premiums, and even your ability to obtain certain types of employment. Guys, are you serious? You can now get denied employment if your credit score ain't up to par. I mean, it's crazy. So by following the strategies outlined in the Credit Max members access area, our Credit Max experts will do everything legally possible to help you get your credit scores back into the best shape possible. So once again, guys, remember the words I say, upload and input. So what do you do here? All you have to do is upload your credit reports for you and your spouse. Upload them. And our Credit Max experts are going to take a look and they're going to get to work on your behalf, right? Taking that financial burden, strapping on those boxing gloves, and they're going to go out here and battle your creditors and get that stuff, that negative stuff removed. We also have tools and resources to help you build your credit, guys, and put you back in position to be able to win. Okay, so guys, this is something that is truly, truly powerful, right? So then we go down here and we have Equity Max. Equity Max is our debt elimination strategy. So for all of you that have debt, so this is the part where you're going to input your information. Let me just break this down. Debt is one of the hardest financial challenges for most Americans to overcome. We all know that, right? It is also extremely detrimental to your financial success. Why? Because as long as you're paying interest, that's money that you can't save. And as we know, when you're paying interest, it's not going to the principal, which means you're going to be paying on that for a very long time, right? So you can't save, invest, or pay yourself. So by following these strategies outlined in the Equity Max member service access area, our Equity Max systems can help you to reduce your recurring monthly bills while also providing you with a detailed plan of action to eliminate all of your financial debts in record time, guys. They're going to help you to eliminate your debt in record time, saving you thousands of dollars on interest. All you have to do is input your debt. That's college debt, any mortgages, car payments, credit cards, student loans, whatever you have, you input that information. They're going to send you a detailed monthly statement every month to show you what to pay, how to pay, when to pay it, and they're going to give you an end date when you are going to be out of debt. But on top of that, guys, after you are out of debt, they're going to give you a millionaire date. That's right, a date when you are going to officially be a millionaire. Guys, this thing is powerful. On top of that, we have a team of experts that are going to help you to reduce your monthly bills, saving you even more money. So as I go down through these three, right, from Money Max, Credit Max, and Equity Max, what do they all have in common? Well, there's a phrase that we use, and it's called income shifting. It's called income shifting. And with income shifting, guys, this is the strategies that we use to help you get your money back from the government, the banks, and big business. We want to help you increase your cash flow. Bring that money back into the household to its rightful owner, because you work hard for that money on a daily basis, so you can leverage it to do other things, right? Take care of debt, make more investments, so that way your money can make more money for you. Which brings me down to Wealth Max. Wealth Max is our wealth generation strategies, right? This is where they're going to show you the best ways to save, grow, and protect your money tax-free with no risk of loss. Okay? This is the one spot where you're going to have a consultation with them. Consultation is free. You don't pay for it because it's included with the membership, but you get a chance to talk to them, and they're going to get you in position to be able to become your own bank, guys. Become your own bank. Guys, I'm telling you, this thing is powerful. Our experts are also going to talk to you about land banking. The one thing that we know is God's not going to create any more land, so why not go ahead and get you a piece of land now? And our experts have already surveyed the area. You can get a piece of land 20 to 40% below the market value in the path of growth. So that way, when those new developments come in, those new businesses come in, they want your piece of land, cha-ching, you can now go in and sell that land for retail costs and make more than what you invested. This is how we make wealth real in our lives. Now listen, this is just a membership. If you guys are excited about this, stay tuned to the video where I'm going to show you guys how you can get paid 10 different ways by simply locking into these services and sharing your testimony with other people. See, what I love most about this, guys, is that MWR is helping you to create your own testimony so you don't have to go out here and sell. Because when you save money in taxes and you see that money go back in your check, how many other people working jobs that you would love to share that with? When your credit score go up and you see them interest rates and insurance premiums go down, how many other people struggling with their credit right now that you can go out there and share with and invite them to see the same information that you saw? When you eliminate your debt, right, or reduce your bills, how many other people have debt and pay bills that you would love to invite them to see the same information that you saw? When you become your own bank and you purchase your first piece of land, how many other people out there that don't have two nickels to rub together for their retirement that you would love to share with them what you actually saw and took advantage of? And we get paid 10 different ways to simply go out there and share. Because guess what? You don't got to be the expert. You don't got to do the work. The experts are already working on your behalf. All you doing is going out there, inviting them to see the same information that you saw. When they're ready to get started, you show them how to plug in and let the experts take it from there. It gets no easier than that, guys. So that's what I wanted to come on here and share with you guys. Listen, I'm on fire, bro. If y'all, hold on, let me go see these comments. Listen, man, I'm just here to show you guys, man. Like, it don't get no easier than this. Like, I'm not here to down any other opportunities, but I mean, shakes and pills and juices and all of that stuff is great, but is it relevant for our time right now? When you have an opportunity right here that is going to personally help your financial situation, okay? Personally help you in your financial situation, but also giving you the power to go out and empower somebody else and increase your income by simply helping somebody else do the same thing that you did. It gets no easier than that, guys. It gets no easier than that. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I really hope that this video is something that really wakes you up. Now, I know this was a longer video than I anticipated, but I really wanted to break down those sections because It'll help to build it up, right? Talking about the benefits of truly having a home-based business while working a 9 to 5. Guys, you get into these businesses, all they want to talk about is making money and recruiting and all that stuff, but they don't talk about the real stuff that can help you leverage and win in this industry, right? So we want to get down to the nitty-gritty. We want to go from the surface and get below the surface and show you some things. And that's exactly what I wanted to paint right here for you, okay? Like I said, we're going to talk about the business side of things. We're going to talk about that on another video so I could truly have you focused on that. But I wanted to get you excited about this membership alone. Ask yourself, is this something that you can do? Guys, this thing is less than a cup of coffee a day. You spend more for a cup of coffee at Starbucks than you would on this membership that gives you all the experts that's going to help you in all them areas to overcome some of those things, guys. It's pretty crazy. So if anybody shared this video with you or tagged you in this video or started a watch party, make sure to reach back out to them and go ahead and talk to them and get plugged in, guys. Get plugged into the services. Here's my thing, guys. Here's my thought process. A lot of people won't understand the power of the business until they understand the power of the services, okay? They're not going to understand it. So what I encourage you to do is at least get the membership started. Get the membership started. You can upgrade at a later date. If you see the value and want to come make money by helping other people, then you can upgrade. But get the membership today, guys. It's $79.97. $79.97, and you and your spouse are included on that same membership, guys. If you do the math, that's only $2.66 a day. Don't you think that that's worth having a program like this with a team of experts is going to help put you in position to come out of this pandemic on top? I mean, let's make it happen, all right? So once again, guys, my name is Derrick Casey, coming to you guys from Dallas, Texas. Thank you for taking the time to come on here and kick it with me and listen at this information. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If anybody shared this video, whether on a watch party, tagged you, whatever the case, man, get back with them. Let them know that, hey, I want to get this membership started. Get plugged in, guys. Get plugged in. You will thank me later, I promise, all right? So once again, guys, you enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. God bless. And I look forward to talking to all of you soon.